My name is James Strader with United Real Estate Middle Tennessee office, and this is going to be a walkthrough of 2050 Unionville Deason Rd, which was the third installment in our development project out here off Unionville Deason Rd in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. We're going to start there. We're going to do a quick walkthrough and highlight a few points and a few people that did really good work on this job that I definitely want to highlight, and I want you guys to see what type of work they do and what type of work we do at United Real Estate and with Homes by MPC. Follow me. Okay, as you walk in, you'll notice immediately the foyer area. This is a thing that I wanted to highlight and kind of test out to see how clients would like it. But we did brick veneer archways in the foyer and continued over. Now in the end, we're going to get some custom lumber. It's going to go from brick point to brick point across in a vaulted style. For that, you can get those products from AMP, Associated Masonry Products out of Mercer. Those guys are very competitive price and they do a good job. At the end of this video, I'll kind of put a clip on there for all the subcontractors so we can highlight the work and you guys can reach out to them if you need those jobs done. As you can notice, we've got an open floor concept through here from kitchen all the way through to the living room. This is a wood burning full masonry fireplace, and so it has a gas igniter. That was another little touch. You don't have to fool with tinder and stuff, so it actually has a gas turn on shut off, but it is wood burning. On this one, originally in our design, this was a dual sliding door here that opened all the way up, but what we decided to do was make these casement style windows, and placement of windows is a really big deal in comparison where the sun rises and falls, when you get natural lighting and breeze to save on some electric. So we've got it where these windows open up and are flanked by the fixed window, but it allows from the front to the rear to get natural airflow and provide quite a bit of lighting. Woodland Trim and Construction is the trim contractor for this build, as was the previous build that we did, and that's Ryan Battle. Again, with Woodland Trim and Construction, you'll see that he did a really good job. Follow me, we'll go into the office area right here. Didn't want to take a lot of room. I don't need a ton of room to do what I do as the office, but we basically just mimicked the size of the pantry and made this an office area here. If you notice the paint in this house is it's primer 2 coat, and that's all it needed because this guy did a really good job. And that's Roman. I don't want to botch his last name, but Roman Anavilis, and I'll put his contact information as well. Over here to the right, we have the guest suite on the front of the home, and we make this where somebody can come in here, family, whoever, and stay and have everything you need. Bathroom, large closet, etc. You want to take a look at the bathroom area. This is the only room we did a tub combo shower in for the guests, but we cased the top with custom tile work, again by K&W Flooring. Henry's Cabinets did a really good job of matching the vanity in here with the rest of the home. Stained alder wood on slab for the doors as well, and Williams granite for all the countertops in the home. A lot of people don't realize this, but when you go and get remnants, a lot of counter companies will have remnants left over, and you can use those to save some money on your build as well. This is the guest room 2. So this is my boys' room. We went with a blue. We let him pick, but I think the blue jean color turned out real good. This was a 1 coat situation here, and it did a really good job on covering up imperfections and so on and so forth. We also kind of put in some pocket doors here to save some space for Jack and Jill, and our Ryan Battle with Woodland Trim also installed the doors along with this trim package. So Jack and Jill, this is the his side. Again, I want to showcase Williams Granite, his job over here with the countertops. We had Walter Hill Plumbing install all the plumbing fixtures. These are low flow efficient toilets, and we went with a oil rub bronze, Venetian bronze type of package here on the plumbing fixtures. Again, Henry's Cabinets here for the vanities. We've got it set up where it flows in, and I have a child of different sexes, so we wanted them to be able to have separate rooms to get ready, but also share the shower area. And we have some custom tile. Here's this full tile shower, and it's pretty unique. We had some stuff left over from the floor, so we put a little niche in here matching that. Now going into the other side of the Jack and Jill bath, it's the same thing, so it's just the opposite of the other side. We've got the vanities here and the toilets over here. Notice the natural lighting. This is important for bathrooms. So daughter's room, it's about 2 feet smaller width-wise, so when you do that, it's good to do a tray ceiling or a vaulted ceiling to kind of create a larger space. She's got a much larger window showcasing the backyard, so we were able to keep the room a little bit smaller and add more to the bathroom area. In here, I'm not gonna open this, but this is the brains of the house. So this is where all the low voltage security sound goes to in the house. Everything's wired here, and that is Kevin Leonard. He handled all of the security sound and low voltage in the home. Fantastic work ethic in general. It's just great. He didn't have to come back and fix a single thing, so I highly recommend Kevin Leonard for any low voltage sound security. The man does everything. If you need custom garages, he's the guy to call. We come in here to the laundry area or mud room. Walter Plumbing. I provided the sink. Lowe's had it on clearance. You can get great buys there. If you're having stuff priced out, I highly recommend you getting things like this yourself because they can get a little higher when you use somebody. We're gonna go towards the master, but I want to point out one other thing. This is a Jeffrey Templeton, Templeton Builders. He helped me kind of the quality control side of this build. And one thing that we did that's different here is we moved the unit inside the home in an insulated space. Hopefully we're going to get longevity, a lot more life out of this unit. So comfort, heating, and air was really good about helping me implement this and to get it out of the attic. Into the master suite, we did want a door to the exterior. It's nice to be able to kind of get out and have some time to yourself. So interior and exterior doors were provided by Kite Building Products as well. Templeton Builders helped on the install there. And a lot of people are like this. Just know with COVID going on, these inserts and stuff can be quite difficult to get a hold of. So when you're building a project with windows and doors especially, you need to order that stuff way out in advance. But in the master area, we went with a vault. This is not a huge master room, but it appears to be because of our choice on the design. Now, that does change your roof lines and structure there. So when you get with your designer, on this one, I designed the home, but for quality assurance and making sure I didn't mess up, Elite Home Designs, Chris Turner with Elite Home Designs is the guy to call, and he can do a 3D walkthrough, so you can literally pick, pull, move furniture, move walls, anything that if you make a mistake, you can change it on the front end because you don't want to make those changes when you get to building. But Chris Turner again with Elite Home Designs. Walking into the master bath, this was an area that I custom designed as well, and I really want to showcase K&W here for their tile and floor work. So Blake Hadcock is really good at what he does, and he did a good job here. If you notice, we've got the acid etched glass to separate the shower from the tub area, and that is Hamilton Glass Company out of Murfreesboro. Local guys, fantastic customer service. And again, you get what you pay for on the glass as well. This is an example here of the remnants. This was a remnant from Williams Granite, and Bob does a really good job of discounting you on the price accordingly. But this is not a low-end countertop here, but because it was a remnant, he was able to work with us on that. Again, notice the stained alder wood here, Henry's cabinets. Everything's so consistent. I couldn't find a scratch on this stuff. They did a great job. I wanted a locker room style shower. I was in the military, fire service. We had this a lot. So what we did was we did an open walk-through shower with two heads coming down, rain down, and a normal head. And this allows just kind of for an open feel. I want to point out the hardwood treads in the flooring, the railing, etc. Products were supplied by Kite, but the work was done by Woodland Trim Construction. Ryan Battle did a nice job, so just want to showcase those real quick. We're going to transition to the upstairs. So this is the bonus room and or theater room. Kind of right now we've got it set up to, this is the man cave where it's going to be. So if you notice, we've got surround sound already built in. That was done on the front end of the build process. Kevin Leonard helped me with that. Audio plugins, subwoofer plugins. I want to give a shout out to McFarland Construction, Kenny McFarland. He did the electric in this house. a lot of thought that went into the layout of that and efficiency of that. We look up here, we went with a mini split unit with comfort heating and air instead of doing a dual system or a zone system. So the one unit takes care of the entire downstairs. This guy will take care of 1,200 square feet. So it's more than enough for this area for heating and air. So that's what I decided. Different trains of thought on that. HVAC guys will tell you differently, but I highly recommend getting 2 or 3 different opinions when you're designing your HVAC system. Your house needs to be built around it, not the other way around. Now moving into my area of the home. I had complete say on this. Again, I wanted the paint and trim to continue throughout the house. Notice the trim work, case your windows, people. It adds a nice little look to it. But the big thing in here is obviously the garage door. A lot of people try to save money on the garage door, but with Allied overhead garage door, Wayne McKnight, fantastic customer service. I did go up a little bit on the garage door to get an insulated panel, but I took out the windows to save a little bit of money there in the garage door because those do add up when you put the insulated windows in. But you know, jack lift over here, you can get on the side, but just the standard door opener here is what I went with. But it is a belt drive, so it's really quiet, and you can also pick and choose kind of on your system, Wi-Fi, different levels, different horsepowers, etc. But everything's kind of in this whole home. Everything is Wi-Fi capable. When you leave, you control things and save yourself some money. I contemplated showing this or not, but I think it's important that when you're in the design process that safety is considered, and people can make fun of me about this, but I've had instances where a tornado has affected my life and our home, so we decided to put in a FEMA rated safe room or tornado shelter, kind of handles both. I'm not going to go in there because I don't want you to see what I have in there, but I'll connect to you who supplies the doors. However, when you get with your masons on the front end, your concrete guys, all this stuff can be worked out in the front end because this does in fact go all the way down into the foundation and it's tied in that way, so it's not going anywhere. But definitely consider a tornado or safe room, be it above or underground. Above ground is probably going to be a little bit more cost effective for you though. But I think that's going to be all for the garage. Thank you. Kevin Leonard came out, extended the audio, low voltage, so it's fully set up for HDMI, TV out here on the exterior, sound all in the soffit, security, you name it. But I wanted to pay attention to the concrete. Fred Johnson did a fantastic job with the concrete. Notice the stamp work on the sidewalk with a wraparound. That's another thing, cut it, leave it. Walking through a lot of mud when you don't have a sidewalk on the back, but Fred did a great job with the concrete. Brickwork again, amp supplied that, and you can't see it because the bricks are covering it, but when you're building a house, a lot of people can choose between 2x4 or 2x6 construction. We went with a 2x6 exterior wall, and all those products were supplied by 84 Lumber. Charlie Holt is our contact there. He does a great job with the pricing and lumber packages, and he's still in contact with us after the fact to make sure we like it. The actual framing contractor was Lemus Construction. Those guys rocked it out. I mean, this is a custom house that was done in less than 6 months. Those guys had this house framed in 2 weeks with just a handful of them. So, and it was the cleanest inspection that the Bedford County inspector had seen in years. So, highly recommend Lemus Construction for your framing. But I think for the outside drainage control is a big deal. You can't see it. Jeff Templeton Backhoe and Dozer Service. The whole house has a perimeter drain that goes around, interconnects the gutter system, and flows the water outside the house. James Strader again with United Real Estate. Thank you for taking the time to check out my crib and see what we get to do as real estate agents. And I wanted to please pay attention to the end where we're going to have contact information for all the gentlemen that work hard on this house. And feel free to call me with any of your real estate needs, be it land development, home search, listing, etc. We can take care of it all. And thank you for taking time to watch the video.